Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like to go a step further, tap the notification bell. That way, you'll be updated every time I'm uploading something new. Yes, honey. How's everybody doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, girl. Trying to fix this thing. This shit is not trying to work. Uh, what's up, Hermit, Evie, Jeff, Brianna? How y'all doing? Sorry, y'all. I just gotta. Y'all can hear me, okay? What's up, Kims? How you doing? What's up, Kim? What's going on? Yes. All right. So let me just get into this because I'm not gonna be here all day. Um, just make sure. All right. Let's get it together. So, for the past 2 years, right? If y'all been following me, Hermit, you know what's T. Everybody who's been following me for a while, y'all know what's up. I had talked about just no longer doing reviews for the LGBT web series, right? So, because there was such an outpour of people wanting my commentary and my opinions on these shows, I decided to just go ahead. Yeah, that's true, Abby. I've always had high expectations for trash entertainment. I don't know why. I was living in the world of unfeasible. You know what I mean? What's up, Denny? How you doing? So at the time I was so overwhelmed, girl, no, I can't be bothered, girl. But I was all right, the people want it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and and give it to them. So that was about 2 years ago. Hold on, I'm trying to see something here. Hold on. I got this shit nigga rigged, so I'm trying not to let it fall, bitch. Okay. Fuck that. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Thank you so much, Yolanda. How are you? So I was okay, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with it. And with that bred me trying to do other web series shows because I was really only focused on G Status at the time and Chasing Reality. So then we walked down that long ass, disgusting, disturbing dark road, girl, of hot trash. Okay. I got something to say about that bitch, but I'm gonna save that for later. And we will be ending this on a petty note. Hello, God. Um, whatever. But I was okay, I took on all those other different ventures, and I was okay, I really wasn't, I had, y'all know what happened. Y'all were there. So that was a bad experience on its own right there. So I was you know what? Let me just limit myself to Chasing Reality. And this isn't really about Chasing Reality, but it has to do with a lot of things that have kind of came from Chasing Reality, if that makes any sense. So we all know that Reese did a live, and we all know that there were always these conversations about what reviewers should and should not be talking about. So, and I know that people have their favorites. I know that my name has been mentioned throughout a lot of these different platforms saying they live for the way that I give my commentary, but I know that there's also some people that don't like the way that I speak as well. And that's okay, bitch. That means you're not ready. So I want to talk about that real quick because I think I touched on it briefly a little while ago, but I really want to go further in depth on that. And this is my belief system when it comes down to reviewers. It's all about energy. If you don't like what someone is saying, you don't have to tune in, bitch. Periana. You don't have to tune in. You don't have to support that platform at all. You really don't. I've mentioned this before. Can some of us be a little overzealous? Can some of us be disrespectful? Yes, that may be true. But at the end of the day, when we look at the stage of life, right? You have your mediocre, regular, everyday human stage, and then you have the high fucking end celebrity stage, right? Do you think that once you got what 70,000 subscribers, and then for most of these other platforms, God bless y'all, honey. God bless y'all. Y'all may not be getting, and what kills me too is there's now, you know what? I was about to say something, girl. That's neither here nor there. It just adds to a larger conversation. So on the grand stage of life, if you can't take the heat while you're in this efficiency style kitchen, you're not going to be able to take the heat when you're sitting in a kitchen that has about 11 goddamn islands in the middle of that bitch in a goddamn restaurant style oven, girl. You're not going to be able to take the heat then. Millions of people globally will be tuned in not to only view, but to critique, but to judge, but to give their opinions about shit. And I touched on it before, but again, we're going to revisit it. When you Google or you put into YouTube the reviewers for the individual platforms that are on, on web series status, you will know that there's only a small cluster of reviewers. And to disrespect the media of your situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, no other big mega platforms, especially in the Black LGBT space, are even talking about any of y'all asses. So it's the disrespect and the unappreciation for me. I've been doing this a very long time, and I'm not going to say that I've ever felt disrespected, because I guess in this conversation, it would be as if I'm talking about only chasing, because for the longest, that's the only show that I've been really dealing with. But I'm not really talking about them. You feel me? I also want to make this disclaimer: in no way, shape, or form is this conversation have anything to do with cast members. When I mean that I'm eternally grateful for the interviews, the connections, the relationships, the people that have confided in me, the people that have trusted my platform, the people that have celebrated me. I love every last one of you. This has nothing to do with any of you at all on any of these platforms. This is solely about, production. This is solely about the creators of the shows. And this is solely about, it's not really about them either. It's more so about my growth as a human being and where I'm trying to take my platform. And if I find, I've mentioned it several times over here, if I look at some of my old reviews and I'm like, girl, like, I've been regurgitating the same shit for years now. At what point do I grow up and say, you know what, it's time to go ahead and just let that be where it is? I will continue to support these shows by watching them, you know what I'm saying? But as far as reviewing them or engaging anything that happens after the show, I no longer really want any parts of. So to answer the ultimate question, yes, I am done reviewing LGBT web series. Chasing Dallas will be my piece de resistance. That'll be like the last, that's my last thing. Is the end to finish out Chasing Dallas. I don't know if I'll be doing interviews or not. I haven't thought about. I have thought about it, but I don't know yet. A lot of the stuff that's going on, honestly. And I'm just going to be real. I've been purview to a lot of this stuff already. And it's draining me. You know what I mean? And not only that, particular situations have been public for about a year now. So it's not really, you know what I mean? Like, girl, I'm going to watch. I'm going to, continue my reviews through the end of this season. And then after that, it's no more. So I appreciate the people that reach out to me that, want me to observe their show, want me to give it a look, a listen, and see if I'll review it. I appreciate all of you. I will refer you to a bunch of other content creators who would most likely do a great job. Y'all get into Key and Carrie, honey. Y'all get into, Bubs the God. Y'all get into, Aaron. You get into the rest of the Justice League. I know a lot of them have, kind of like girl backed out as well. But I don't know if they mean that for all LGBT. I'm talking about LGBT. So I'm done, and I want to speak on that again too. And forgive my language, but it's the faggotry for me. There's a lot of toxic ass shit that goes on, not only in the show, but also outside of the show. And then you want people to be a certain way when those conversations are going. I do want to speak on this real quick, going back to, I know I'm everywhere with this because I really didn't prepare at all, to be honest with you. So going back to reviewers and the respect that I feel like we deserve. You ask us to watch the show. Well, and review what we see on the show. That's what the fuck we do for the most part. I mean, other than a little bit of tea, a little bit of shade, to wake up the room real quick, because nobody likes a boring bitch. We do that. And I know, especially for me, I do. Y'all know the format of my type of reviews. We're here to extend a hand to uplift the girls, the children, bitch. We are also here, and in order to do that, we have to dig into your motherfucking ass. So if you're doing some fuck shit in the show, and I see that, bitch, I'm going to expound on that. That's what a reviewer does. That's what an opinion giver should be doing. And I may, because, I have walked a lot of the journeys that I've seen self-discovery that I see a lot of these young people are going through, right? I take personal, anecdotes and I relate them to what I see in the show. That way I can let them know, girl, been there, done that, overcame it. So I relate to your situation. Now, if it's raggedy bitch syndrome that's being displayed on the good old screen, I'm going to go ahead and call that shit the fuck out. You want yes men around you. Instead of having a yes bitch in your motherfucking life, you want yes men to tell you when it's all good, to tell you that it's all great, when in fact it is not. I'm sorry, in order for me to help, and y'all know my sign is a Capricorn, we don't hold the fuck back, honey. It's not going to happen. We're very introspective. We're very in-depth kind of vibes. So don't expect me to just talk about what the fuck I see on the surface. Especially when I see cracks in the foundation and the reason why we should be going in depth on that ass so we can peel back those hefty ass motherfucking layers, bitch, and get down to the root of the goddamn problem. Jonathan, hey, how you doing? Long time no see, honey. Cat's Meow, hey, baby. Elaine Smith, hey. Welcome, everybody. Make sure to hit the like button, okay? Comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Amen. So that's ending that conversation. Like, the disrespect, again, like no one of major platforms is really giving any credence to y'all like that. So it just bothers the fuck out of me that there's so much like, ugh. Like, you don't have to invite certain energies, girl. You can expel that shit immediately. What's up, D? How you doing? Yes. And honestly, like, to have to edit myself, Ebby, I don't like that. If y'all have noticed and paid attention this go around, I've been very light in my reviews. I've been extremely more even keel than, there's a lot of things I haven't expounded on. There's a lot of things that I haven't given my opinions on. What's up, MVN? Hey, baby, how you doing? There's a lot of things that I have pulled back on. If you remember, for those that have been, again, if there's real supporters of the platform in the building, you can remember how the fuck I used to come. Girl, G-Status gave them the fucking business, bitch. Still have a, well, I don't really call it beef because, girl, please. But, with one of those critters from over there, girl, I had a long-standing feud with. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, like, if you've been there, you fucking know. It used to go there. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, girl, I don't really have time for the back and forth and the bullshit. And if I continue to see certain things and qualities and all of this stuff, and I'm just like, girl, it's the same shit. I want y'all to, if y'all ever feel like it, really go back down my memory lane on these reviews for each season, for each year. You will see for yourself what I saw. It was regurgitation. Do better, bitch. Da, da, da. You need to find yourself, girl. You need to do reflection. Like, it's all the same shit. And it's just like, girl, okay, it's time for me to go. Periana. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, boo? It's just too much, and I'm not gonna not be who the fuck I've been sent to be in this life. And that goes up to another place that I want to talk about. Right before this live went on, I was listening. Shout out to this girl named Flavor Vivid. She's a wonderful tarot reader. And she was reading the Capricorn tarot. And it's funny that she said this because I'm moving in the direction of divine healing. Not just personally, but that's where I'm taking my platform. So if you didn't know now, then now you know. I'm going to be moving my platform to the healing places. This Jelani Day situation that I will be having a conversation piece about on Sunday, so make sure you guys are tuned in. I'm going to be getting into true crime situations on the platform. I'm going to be doing more tarot reading. I'm walking into the destiny of healing. I can't do that when I'm dealing with, the girls are fighting. That's what I've been on this year. And to hear that girl speak like that about, the Capricorn, and I'm feeling the way that I've been feeling lately, but now I'm finally about to bring it to fruition, it means a lot, and it lets me know that I'm on the right path. Again, it's no disrespect to any of these platforms because, believe it or not, no matter of me bowing out, you'll still get my support in some way. I may even have a conversation about y'all at some point or another in a hot topics, or while I'm live and cackling with the girls. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get my support, but just not as a reviewer. You know what I mean? Like it's gotten too toxic, girl. Y'all got a lot going on, girl. Y'all really be feeling some type of way. And I'm no longer going to cater to y'all's delusions of grandeur. We have a big problem in the community about that. I've talked about that several times over here. And I'm no longer going to pander or be dealing with that kind of shit. Girl, please. Girl, please. I'm not going to pander to delusions of grandeur. I'm not going to do that. Definitely not going to do that. But again, no disrespect. I really wish everybody well. I really hope to see you guys on major mainstream platforms. I really, some of the girls out here got that. They got that gas, girl, to help them get there. I just hope that y'all make it in some form or fashion. Okay. And one more thing I want to leave that on is, how are you? I'm a community-based kind of platform. I try to do things that highlight the LGBT community, more specifically the Black LGBT community. I just feel like there's not enough support there. I don't feel like there's enough love there for us. How can I give to a community that don't want to give to their motherfucking self? So I don't have time for you. I don't see no real growth in the community. I'm not even just talking about web series at this point either. There's no real growth in the Black LGBT spaces. There really isn't. There's no, everything's pretty much the same. Messy as fuck, raggedy bitch syndrome running rampant, hypocrisy is at an all-time high. Girl, like, no. What's the forecast for tomorrow, girl? Cloudy with a chance of sour ass booty holes. Bitch, okay? Like, no one has time. I don't have time to breathe that energy no more. Remember when I talked about living in the world of high vibrations, girl, and doing away with those low vibrational situations, girl, that's what I mean too. Like, again, no, it sounds like I'm being disrespectful. It's almost like I'm giving a backhanded situation, but it's really not. It's just speaking on the truth. you know. I will, like, as far as cast members go, I have a segment coming up on my channel that will be showing support to Black entrepreneurs. And because I know that there's a lot of them in these web series spaces, I do want to make that announcement as well. Even if you're not part of a show, even if you're part of a show that I didn't review, if you have a business, I would love to talk to you. So in some way, yes, I still will be dealing with cast members, and hopefully they still want to deal with me, because I actually have a lot of love for a lot of these people across the board, and I would love to, continue to network and have business with them. Yeah. So they'll still get they'll hopefully they don't feel no type of way about this conversation here and be like, well, fuck that bitch altogether. Um, it's really not like that for me. Like, I do love these people. It's just time for overall. It is just time for me to go. I'm just laying out, like, what's the catalyst for that? The fact that I actually extended myself an additional year and a half when I was really supposed to go a different direction back then anyway. You know what I mean? That's kind of true. My platform isn't supported by the LGBT community like that, honestly. Straight women support my platform, hence why I don't get many views talking about web series. And you know what? Yeah, a lot of straight older Black women watch me. I do have some like weird ass demographics, but kind of across the board. But like, I notice for me, it's no longer even about that as well, because we all know that my lane is web series, and that's where I get most of my views and support from. But it's no longer doing anything for me. I want to grow, and there's a lot of shit going on in this world that our community isn't talking about. And I think that that's always been what I've been, driven to, what I've been guided to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I enjoy talking about global warming. I enjoy letting these bitches know about aliens, girl. I enjoy letting these girls like be updated on current events, what's going on in the world, giving political commentary, giving social awareness commentary, like letting you girls know that they're killing our motherfucking ass at high rates and no one's talking about it. Gas is $3.30 here, bitch. In 2 days, it went from $3.19 to $3.19, bitch, to $3.29. Bitch, the devil's a motherfucking lie. No one's talking about it. So, bitch, welcome, YB Entertainment TV, to the new space. Hello. Speaking of, the boys' night out, like when I referenced the Yes God Roundtable, like there's really like, you would think, girl, like there's been support. This past season was really done well. But girl, please, like the Black gays, we got to do better in supporting one another. Like, Piriana, like, it's a mess. There's a lot of things going on in this world within our community, outside our community. There's a lot of different spaces you can go to. And I think for me, it's just time for me to grow into a different space and really talk about the things that I'm really passionate about. What happened to Jelani Day, and men like him, and women like him, because let's be honest here, he's not the first to experience this type of shit. It hurts me to know that you don't really have many of our people in that space to speak up and to educate and to bring these situations to light so that we can have meaningful conversations that can turn some tides. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to be on my Black Anderson Cooper shit, honey. You know what I'm saying? And girl, my Barbara Walters vibes. So I'm just going to be walking more in that destiny. Yeah. Yeah, YB, you just said it yourself. The environment is toxic. So why should Black LGBTQ support a toxic? Yeah. Environment. Like, I'm not, I know again, I don't want to feed the train of delusional bitches. I'm not going to continue to do that. It's not going to happen. Definitely not. But I do want to say this. There have been people that have supported me from these platforms. You guys, the viewers who have embraced me with open arms throughout these many, many years, girl. And I just want to shout y'all out and say thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the motivation that y'all give me. Because if I'm 3 days late, girl, best believe someone's getting in my DMs, bitch. Like, where's the review, bitch? Are you okay? Is everything all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the tea? So I appreciate even people from the platforms. Like, is everything okay? Like, we're expecting this review. And I love that you guys love my opinions and my commentary, and you guys are extremely supportive. But I'm just growing out of the space. That's all it really is. That's all. That's all. It's definitely the time. Because it carries, girl. Like, I really hope that one day some of y'all motherfuckers like really look back at a lot of these shenanigans and just be like, damn, like, why did the people put up with our crazy asses? I'm going to bring this up real quick, and I said that I wasn't, but I'm going to bring this up. I was a part of a live, shout out to TTB. I was a part of that live that they had with Sky, and shout out to my brother Sky, honey, hello God. And I had to come up on there because the girls are really out here doing the utmost. When these bitches are out here accusing you of molestation, girl, and all of the nefarious things that you can put on a black gay man, child, girl, I had to stand up for my brother, child, and I had to speak truth to power with these motherfucking bitches, okay? I had no choice. I don't really step out of the bushes to lend any type of voice to some shit that has nothing to do with me, but when y'all are really out here doing when that platform did that shit and tried to put that on that man, that was one of another deciding decisions that I had. Like, girl, I gotta back the fuck up out of here because I'm that girl. If I had disposable income, I will fly to your motherfucking city, bitch, and wear your ass the fuck out. Period. Y'all be fucking with girls that in real life will shake your shit the fuck down, bitch. Okay, Denny, I had no choice but to serve truth and justice because that's not what the fuck we're going to do over here. No, we're not. No, ma'am. What's up, Jace? How you doing, boo? Thank you, MVN. I had no choice. Because I'm not about to allow y'all to fucking rip apart good people that I know are good. Y'all already know. If that was someone else that, I really didn't fuck with like that, I'm like, girl, that ain't my fight, girl. That has nothing to do with me, bitch. But Sky, we're not, No. We're not gonna play those reindeer games over here, honey. No. That's not what we're gonna do. No, ma'am, Pam. And thank you, Jeff. Like, that's the point too. Like, you don't see where the line. You need to start fighting shade with equal shade. Again, I know it goes back to what I also believe in, that you can't do something to someone and tell them how to respond or how high they should respond, right? But at the same time, you need to be mature-minded in your revenge seeking. If a bitch just called you a raggedy whore, that doesn't mean you dig up their whole life story, bitch, and slander them with lies and false narratives. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you go gaslight the kids, girl, on some fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to mind your fucking spaces, because when someone really reaches out and touches your motherfucking ass, it ain't gonna be like Miss Della Reese. You ain't just gonna get shot in the pinky toe. Hello, God. And that's not no threat. That's not a threat, girl. It's a fucking promise. Because y'all girls be with all that ha ha ha, he, and doing all of that ya. Girl, you'll be clotheslined in real life. Period. That's just on period. Girl, no. I come up here for, entertainment. I come up here to speak truth and serve justice, honey. I come up here because I really like to highlight the things that we got going on in our community that are positive. But nothing as of late has been positive. So you begin to take on those energies that you don't need, require, or desire in your motherfucking life. Maybe a bitch like me gotta take my own medicine and say, maybe I need to stop being so invested in just review what I see. But what's the fun in that? Again, nobody wants to see a boring bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, And like I said, like the biggest push for me is there's a lot of unsolved mysteries going on out here. There's a lot of things that are going on in this time, girl, and I want to really bring light to that. I really think that I can do a good job at making it funny, making it entertaining, informative, powerful. I think that you guys will like the way that I come at these particular subject matters. I really want you guys to bear with me. I know I may end up losing some people, but the ones that really fuck with me, like I think that you will be happy with what I do with this platform. I have a lot of great things in store, girl. Like it's really when I mean another direction, a whole another direction. Really putting our community in the right light. Like I said, I want to talk to Black, entrepreneurs. I want to talk to Black LGBT entrepreneurs. I want to talk about people who have potential. I want to get more into LGBT artists and really just celebrating them and having them on the platform, promoting their music. I really want to get into the bag of life and do the things that are just going to bring and reap positive vibes only. Yes. And then that'll bring new people that can experience, the platform as well. Because, once you start doing other shit, you may end up, there's a lot of music aficionados out there. There's a lot of people that love that true crime reporting shit. There's a lot of people in those spaces. And I already know that once I make the change, they say out with the old, in with the new. But I really want the old to stick with me too, because I believe I have, and I told someone this year, that's that I have like an occult-like following. Like most of y'all are in here tonight, bitch. If not all of you are in here tonight. So I already know the ones that I'm seeing, you know what I mean? Because there was like over 40 people in here before, right? So, and there's only like the main few that are commenting. So I know that y'all are my A1 day ones, girl. Hello, God. Oh, and the Yes God Roundtable will still be on the platform. I'm coming back out with that January, February-ish, around that time. So again, I'm still here for the community, but I'm only going to be here to uplift and talk about positive situations and things like that. I can't deal with. When you get to the point where your shows are always about faggotry, fighting, and doing bullshit, that lets me know that there's no real creativity there. We also got to talk about the fact that when you can't even walk in the space of scripted television, even though reality may be your passion and it may be the reason you do it, we also have to lend the ear to know that in order to do scripted means you got to have actual talent. No tea, no shade, but it's just the truth. And even the ones that have scripted television right now, I hate to say this too, but most of y'all are trash as well. Because all you do support is sexual vibes. Let's just be honest here. If there's not someone about to get on their knees to give thanks, in the scene, y'all ain't finna shoot it. You're not gonna get the views. And that's another thing we have to do in the community is we have to change that mindset that everything has to be so hype. That's what porn. That's what we have dirty Twitter for, bitch. That's what Pornhub is for. I was about to say Tumblr, but girl, they've been left the scene of porn a long time ago. Those fucking bitches. Tumblr used to be the shit. Okay, girl, please. But it's just like, no, I don't want to know. You will have your supporters even without me. So let's be honest about that too as well. Like y'all really don't need me. I'll check out The Boys. I've heard about it. I see it in my suggestions all the time, actually. Did you all know that October is Black Speculative Fiction Month? Oh, hey. I did not know that. I know you're a writer, Demi, so I'm quite sure you were heavily aware of that. But thanks for that information. That's cute to know. And that's what I'm getting into. I know y'all have been here before when I talked about writing a book. Like I'm trying to get back into those 2 books that I had started. So I've decided to try my best to manage my time better. I have a lot of other things that's going on in my personal life as well. And I just want to do the things that feed me positive energy, things that I'm more passionate about. I want to just explore and be adventurous and, not really take everything so seriously all the fucking time either. Like I want to have fun with this shit. And I also want to make a difference. And like I said, there's a lot of things going on in our reality that I feel like no one in our spaces are talking about. So let me go ahead and fill that void. Let me go ahead and give y'all the things you need, require, and desire as it pertains to, you know, what's going on in this raggedy ass fucking world. And just having different conversations, girl. Don't some of y'all just get tired about talking about the same old girl? Like, no, ma'am. Oh, for those that may be looking out, I'm done reviewing Blood and Water. I only did episode 1 and 2, but I finished out the series. There's only 7 fucking episodes, bitch. But later on, I'll be having an overall discussion about the show in its entirety. But yeah, I'm done reviewing Blood and Water as well. So if you've been waiting on a review for that, I apologize. I'm probably not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. But I do wish these LGBT shows the best. I really do see where we could be going, and with hard work and dedication. And I just want y'all to don't be afraid of change, girl. Y'all are already, you know, coming out of y'all pockets, girl. Y'all, so why not give it a try? Black Lightning was really good, child. I finished all of it. And I really hate that they ended the series, though. It was really good, though. They had moments that were kind of dry, but child, that's the CW for you, child. Let's just be honest here. They should have put Black Lightning on HBO Max. That way we could have really went in other realms, you know, if y'all know what I mean, some more realistic vibes. But, you know, when you got ABC, the CW, Fox, you're not really going to get the nitty gritty shit that you need. You know, but it was a good series, though. What was I saying? Yeah, I just want y'all to take a chance. I just want y'all to just try new things and to stop trying to be so in the same spaces as each other. Like, what's the point of being so-called creative if you can't get out of your own usual bag every now and again and try something new? And that's what I loved about Markel and the Lovers and Friends situation. Let's step away from the usual and let's do something different. That's what I loved about Chasing Chad. It was even though they had a problematic ass bitch on there, but it is what it is. You know, that's how we push the envelope. That's how we push conversation, right? You know, like, I just feel like stepping out on faith. That's why I like the original thought for the shit we do for love until we started getting into raggedy bitch lanes and, you know, girl, please. You know, like, there's reasons why I started loving. That's why I got into Taking Over Houston in the beginning. It was different than the gay shit. But then I realized, girl, y'all still doing the shit the gays do. So ain't nothing changed over here. Shout out to we ain't even gonna get that child started because God only knows. He probably in the chat right now, honey. And yes, like, conversations with outsiders content. So thank you for pointing that out, Jeff. Like, that's something that's going to be coming back regularly. There's a lot of superhero shit out here that I want to get into. Like, there's a lane for all of that stuff. And it's a much bigger lane than being in the lane of just a reviewer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff I'm passionate about. Y'all can call it weird, crazy, whatever the fuck you want to, but bitch, that's what makes me happy, bitch. Hello. I've watched most of all the Disney Plus Marvel shows, Ebby. I actually just got finished watching the entire season of What If. That shit was so fucking good. Like, I'm gonna eventually be giving commentary on all of that stuff. When Invincible comes back out, I'm gonna be hosting panels. I want to get into that sphere. I want to start meeting other creators that also dabble in that shit as well. Black LGBT ones. I know they exist. You know what I'm saying? I want to start doing more in that world. There's a lot of things. Let me tell you something. Not only are we, I'm just going to put it out there right now. This is what you can look forward to from the YB Entertainment TV platform. Reloaded, bitch. We're going to be doing a lot of unsolved mysteries conversations surrounding, you know, these unsolved murders, but we're only going to be dealing with it as it pertains to Black people and the LGBT community. Okay, so if you're a white bitch who got slayed down by serial killers, girl, we don't care about you. I mean, we do care about you on a human level, but girl, I want to talk about the unseen. You know, look at the media coverage. There was that white girl, I think it was down here in Florida, bitch, they covered her immediately. As soon as that white bitch went missing, and no offense, girl, we're glad that, you know, your shit is being taken care of. But if you look at the difference in treatment between white victims and black victims, save it for my commentary on Sunday about it. But like the difference in treatment, they thought that lady was tripping. Look what happened to that boy. Was it Daquan down in Louisiana? They looked at them motherfuckers like, okay, girl, well, whatever. They didn't rush or nothing. And if only they would have taken it seriously, these people may have actually lived through their experience. You know what I mean? Like, we're not getting that. So I want to give a spin to that. I want to give a different perspective to that whole realm. So that's what you can look forward to. Again, we just talked about the superhero spaces. I want to get more involved in that in those conversations and really just like do things that are fun. And that shit is fun, and I love to talk about that stuff. Again, we're going to be going deep dives into UFO conversation pieces. I already have someone I'm trying to work with. And from MUFON Investigators, bitch. Hello, God. Yes, ma'am. I've been doing some reaching out, girl. And I definitely want to get more people that are credible that can come on and speak to these, you know, these realities that we try to push under the carpet of life, bitch. Okay. More in-depth interviews. I want to really stick with that shit. So I will be, you know, doing more of that, highlighting and focusing people that I find interesting and, you know, doing my Barbara Walters shit. So that's really what you can look forward to from, you know, YB Entertainment TV Reloaded, bitch. Hello. Period. Yes. So that's what's to look forward to, child. And again, tarot reading. We're going to be introducing a lot more different things. I'm educating myself more on tarot. It's funny because the girl I was referencing earlier who told me about the, you know, the Capricorn tarots and stuff like that is that you'll be walking into tarot reading. You'll be walking into that realm of healing, whether it's dealing with crystals, whether it's dealing with tarot reading. And I was like, damn, I just started that on my channel. It was so weird that she said that. So that's confirmation for me that I'm on the right track when it comes to that particular, you know, segment that I want on this platform. So, you know, you know, yes. Shout out to Kat, because, you know, yes, God, honey. We've been doing a lot of conversations about, you know, making sure that I not only speak about these things, but bring them to fruition. I've been talking about UFOs for a minute and really just like let it slide, let it slide, let it slide. So it's like, girl, let's really push the gas on that and really have some people that are credible, that have this experience, that can come up and have these real conversations with us. Yes, honey. Mm-hmm. I'm beginning to all of those things. I've been getting into my research on other platforms. I've been subscribing to other platforms that, you know, serve the areas that I'm trying to walk in. I want to make sure that I'm different. I want to be different. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like anyone else. I want to create my own spin on how I do these things. So again, with that being said, that may take a little minute or two, but still get into it. Like I said, honey, I got over 400 plus videos on this platform. I have a very versatile platform. I think everyone from every walk of life can get something out of what it is. And furthering that, you know, again, in a different way. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. Yes, I am also in process of, you know, putting together the theme and everything for my podcast. Again, that may be later on down the road, probably in the new year. But I will, well, when the time is to announce, I'll give you the name and, you know, give you the rundown of what it's going to be about. So once I create everything how it's supposed to be, I'll definitely make that announcement. But new things are coming. Yes, God, honey. New things are coming. I do also want to shout out Lauren England. I did watch the first episode. I thought it was really cute. Sorry, you won't be getting a review, but I did want to shout them out. I can only imagine the hard work that was put into getting that. And I think Andario knows what I'm talking about. So shout out to you, Andario, because from what I heard, you were a one-man show. You and Lauren made it happen. So, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, no, I haven't got it. I'm actually probably gonna wait for it to come out on Netflix. And I hate like waiting. So I might wait for it to come out on Netflix. But I love shout out American Horror Story, honey. Yes, we love a good verse. Okay. This is your time. We need all this content you're going to bring. I really appreciate you finding an entertaining way to introduce topics that aren't really discussed in our communities. Thank you. Am I willing to share my workout routines? Jonathan Ford, I need to get back into my workout routines before I even share them. Okay. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, honey. Mama got to get her ass back in the gym. I have been working really hard in my personal life. I also wanted to talk about TYKANATURALS real quick. So I should have already announced this, but I will be doing some content as time moves. But as of right now, my goal is to just sell out of everything that I have. So right now I have sugar scrubs available. I have lip balms available. I have some soaps available. Those have been restocked. But with the cucumber, with the, what is that one called, girl? With the Sprite face soap shit that I made, there's only like 4 bars left. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to be redoing because I'm not going to lie, y'all. Like I kind of rushed. Let's just be totally transparent. I had a lot going on and there was so much pressure on me to get it. I really rushed. So I need to fine tune a lot of shit. And I'm just going to be honest here. Y'all know I'm a perfectionist. But the products that I have now, they're perfect. They're good. So if you guys want to go ahead and buy me the fuck out, feel free to do it. I'll probably do an inventory check tonight, and I'll probably post like how much of everything that I have. Citrus Sprite. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and be redoing some things. But I would like to go ahead and sell out of everything I've already made. And then I'm going to revisit the TYKANATURALS situation and it ain't going nowhere. Trust and believe. Trust and believe, honey. TYKANATURALS is a business, girl. Okay. But I feel like, girl, there's some things that I need to do. When it comes to marketing, promotion, I don't really have the time to do all of that stuff. So I need to get into my bag. So before I'm out here making all these products and all this kind of shit, like I need to find a way to really, I want to do a commercial. I've been really trying to do one, but I'm such a perfectionist. Everything that I create, I'm like, girl, no. Because if this is about my business, like I have to make sure that everything is how I want it to be. So there's a lot of moving parts with that. So I apologize to anyone, but I will be back before the holiday season. Hello, let me just say that real quick, because I do want to hold like a Christmas, special kind of like kit or bag or something that people can get. So be on the lookout, but I'll do an inventory check tonight to see what all I have left, and I'll post that tomorrow. Hopefully, you know me, girl. Thank you, Herman. I appreciate that. I'm glad you love it. Come on, plug the brand. We stand multiple streams. Hello, God. I'm going to keep saying it. Walk in your destiny, Robbie. Do what you love. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a 21-day cleanse coming up November 1st. I'm going to try to quit smoking cigarettes. No meat, no bread, no dairy. Actually, I cut out dairy a long time ago anyway. No rice, none of that bullshit. I'm working out every day. I'm going to be doing the best that I can to get this body into shape, get my mind right, clean out, just get rid of the negative bullshit, hello God. But again, going back to TYKANATURALS, I'm ending it real quick. So yeah, I'll be posting everything tomorrow, let y'all know what I have. So you guys can go ahead and put your orders in. If you want to email me, if you want something now, you're not sure if I have it or not, go ahead and email me at TYKANATURALS@gmail.com. So you can go ahead and, get your shit, and call it a day. I have plenty of lip balms left. I have a couple of body butters left. Plenty of sugar scrubs. But, let me know. Let me know. I may even discount some shit. Who knows? You never know, child. I'll let y'all know tomorrow, though. Um, thank you, Kat. Um, what the hell? You can have water and grass. Well, what I'm gonna be doing is it's gonna be healthy. I'm still gonna try to have my little whatevers, but like as far as like fried foods, anything that's bad, like no, it's gone. No meats, no none of that shit. So I'm gonna 21 days. They say it takes 21 days to kick a habit and to make yourself whole again. So, bitch, we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna try. Child, pray for a bitch. That's all I gotta say. Pray for a bitch. Okay. Hello, God. Hello, God. All right, so we're coming up to that ending where I said I was going to bring up a raggedy bitch. So I'm not going to spend too much time. Is my goal to be vegetarian? Hell no. Like I want to be cleaner because when we look at the way that meat is processed, that's the reason the girls have high cholesterol. That's the reason the girls have congestive heart failure. That's the reason why fat deposits are, fucking depleting our bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason why we have cancer. That's the reason why we have a lot of these, ailments because of meat and what they do to it. So, and you can't even trust that whole grass fed, no antibiotic label because as we see, child, you know. Girl, and as I'm talking about quitting smoking cigarettes, talking about going cold turkey, bitch. I was in my head about the lightest cigarette as I was talking that shit, to be honest with you. Shit. Are you going cold turkey the November 1st or have you started cutting back? All right. And actually, I have been worse. Stress has been ruining my life right now. For those that don't know, I have, social anxiety too. So, ooh, girl, it takes me. That's why I smoke a lot. I went into immediate prayer when you started to list what you was cutting out. Ooh, child. Okay. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. And when you're used to something, that's your life, that's your routine. You know what I mean? But when you realize that these breads are filler, they have fillers in them that fucking, we wonder why it's harder to lose weight these days because there's so much additives and so many preservatives. Look at that study they did with McDonald's French fries, girl. Like, they don't, that's sitting in your fucking stomach. And I love McDonald's fucking French fries, bitch. I always get like 2 larges, put them together in a bowl and spray a bunch of mayonnaise and hot sauce in them bitches and mix them together. Hello, God. And let me tell y'all something. 21 days, so November 1st to November 21st. That means I have a lot of time to dig in for Thanksgiving. That's why I did it that way. Hello, God. Let's be real about that. Because a girl gonna be so motherfucking hungry come Thanksgiving, girl. I done lost all that fucking weight in 20 days. I can afford to eat some turkey, bitch. Okay. Bitch, okay, then Christmas, and then I'll do another cleanse. So when Christmas comes, girl, I'm gonna be dogging that honey baked ham, girl. Hello, God, and the macaroni and cheese. Hello. Okay. But I want to start doing things in moderation. And I've already started doing the work when it comes to eating better anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I've been eating pretty good lately. Like, girl, fiber has been my best friend. I've been shitting non-fucking stop, girl. Like, okay. Like, ooh, girl. It's been a lot. Mm-hmm. So let me get into this real quick. And this is going to be, again, because I'm leaving the web series realm, I'm no longer going to have any conversations about these motherfucking bitches again, okay? So I was sent, there's always a raggedy bitch out there who wants the tea. So since y'all want to rev me up, I'm going to go ahead and please you, okay? I'm going to please you for the final time. I'm going to give you what you so need, require, and desire because you have no life, you have no standing, you have no presence without bringing my motherfucking name up, bitch. Okay? So I'm referring to who, girl? I don't want to give this too much life, but girl, like the read I had in my head was really, it was really below the belt, and I'm not gonna go there because that I have couth about myself, bitch. Okay. As we all know, well, we probably don't know because the views reflect that. There is a panel that was created, and you're welcome for the inspiration, bitch. By the way, hello, God. And Darth Vader had a lot to say about me. So there was a question, there was a topic that was brought up about what Reese was talking about, you know, talent versus the reviewers type of vibes, right? We all are aware of that debacle. I spoke about it briefly at the beginning of this commentary. And all of a sudden, my name was brought up by Darth Vader. And I'm just like, the question that was asked and your answer do not go together. Do not go together. So it's another ploy to bring my name up because of what? Because of what? Because you need someone of note, someone that the community knows, respects, and lives for. Again, which is why I don't know why you do it, because all you will ever receive when you talk about me, bitch, is pushback. Because my supporters are strong, girl, in their unity, in their love for me. So I don't know what it is you seek by bringing me up when you haven't, ever since I left you girls in the dust and the pastures of life, I never thought about you again. So you keep bringing me up, Miss Raggedy Ann. Hello, God. No one has time to go back and forth. But since I said today, girl, we will go ahead. Hello, God. We will address these whores one last time. One last cry. One last cry before I leave this world behind. Come on, Brian McKnight, bitch. Okay. No, he didn't say world. He said, before I leave it all behind. One last cry. Girl, because it's so offensive in the lie, and it wasn't even just that, it was the lies that you told. So since you want to go there, let's go there, girl. And again, we're leaving you girls in the pastures of life once we're done with this commentary. Hello, God. We won't be bringing up non-existent beings ever again. Okay, bitch. There's more evidence of aliens, girl, than there is of your platform. How dare you talk about me, girl? Hello, God. Girl, please. So the conversation that was had was that he didn't like the way that I reviewed the ending portion of the season that was never. That because we had a relationship, I was purview to a lot of tea that I could have openly, publicly given the crowd. So I guess when I would do my conversation pieces on the brand, he felt as if I was doing damage by talking badly about them, when in fact I was aware of the tea on why the show was facing the troubles that it was. And my thought immediately after hearing that statement was, what the fuck are you talking about? I really didn't have any, and again, because I don't live there anymore, I can't really remember much. But what I do remember is that, bitch, there was never any tea that was pertinent enough to bring to the people, to let them know why. If we want to know the truth, so you wanted me to tell the people the real reason, the real reason why your shit didn't finish? Let's just be honest here. So you wanted me, because I was purviewed to the T, You wanted me to publicly tell the people the real reason you were having trouble. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, girl. The devil's a motherfucking lie. So now, ooh, girl, because I was ready earlier, but now that I've had sleep and rest and I'm trying to move on to bigger and better things, like I wasn't even going to try to go there in this moment again. But let's just keep it real. So you wanted to know why. Look at Jonathan, girl, y'all bestie. Look, you wanted to know why, right? So do y'all want to know why? So since he wanted me to tell the truth on what was going on, well, what was going on is you didn't have Wi-Fi, girl. You didn't have healthy connections, girl, as we continue to see to this day. Hello, God. You didn't have the needed, required, and desired equipment to store your motherfucking season. When you were processing your fucking uploads days in advance and they still didn't finish processing. When you had to be picked up by your sisters in Hot Girl Christ to go to someone else's house to upload your motherfucking season. So is that what you wanted me to tell the people? Is that what he is such an evil ass, hypocrite ass motherfucker, right? Right? So you wanted me to say those things. But that would push into the narrative that I'm just talking bad about the show and bringing more hurt to the show than actually celebrate. Because that was the only real thing that was stopping your show from actually finishing out. People in the chat, the reason you motherfuckers are here, and no disrespect, y'all know how I talk. Hello, God, I love every last one of y'all. But y'all motherfuckers know. Did I bring that up during that time period? Did I drag that when I got mad at that bitch? Throw a hello God in the chat. This y'all first time hearing that, correct? Girl, I hate to do it, but that's what you said, girl. What's the tea? That was the only pertinent tea to as why your season was having trouble. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down. Yes, honey. Shout out to Clay Aiken. He tore that up, honey. Hello, God. So that's all you could have been talking about. But because no matter the fuckery, the fakery, and the fraudulence of it all, I never fucking publicly said anything because it's not people's fucking business. There's a lot of fucking shit that I know about a lot of these web series platforms, about a lot of the things that people tell me. Oh, and then you tried to add validity to why Reese spoke out against Terrence. First of all, bitch, that's neither here nor there. Oh, well, we get close with these people and we get to know a lot of the tea. As soon as people don't move the way we want them to move or do us the way we want to be done, we're going to use their tea against them. That's not how the fuck this goes. If you drag me, pussy ass nigga, and you are doing X, Y, and Z to defame me and my platform, girl, you better motherfucking be damned that I will slay your motherfucking ass. But not once. Now, in that little 4.5 hour journey that I took on y'all bitch made ass motherfuckers, that shit right there was light work. Because I still haven't divulged the real tea, bitch. And we see there's a lot of the girls that cape for these girls, right? Because they don't know the tea. Girl, when that girl is done using y'all, girl, chewing y'all up and spitting you hoes out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, girl, and a snack, you'll be right over here. Oh, YB was so right. He was so correct in the way that, yes, girl. Yes, I know. Thank you. And for you cast members that go up for him, Mind yourselves. Because while you're fighting for them, behind your backs, are they fighting for you? If you didn't catch that, you deserve what comes to your motherfucking ass. Period. So, but on the other hand of life, because I'm a generous ass bitch, y'all bitches are black LGBT motherfuckers. So I wish you well, bitch. In the words of Mariah Carey, I wish you well. Well, I know that was all wrong, but bitch, Mariah knows my heart. Amen. Hello, God. I do. But keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, out your topic list, all of that shit. Because at this point, I wasn't bothering you at that point. I left you bitches alone, all of that shit. All of that stuff. And here's another message for you panel members. Let me tell y'all hoes something real quick. You don't fucking know me. Most of y'all just got hit to my platform as of recent. So it lets me know about the carrying that y'all do and agreeing with a lot of that fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence that you keep hearing that y'all are low-key agreeing with. If you follow my platform, and what I may do, because it's unfair that we're having these discussions and the girls don't even have receipts of their own because, again, they're new to this life, right? So as newborn babies, what we'll do is we'll set an example. I may end up unprivating all of my hot trash of Houston content. That's probably what I'll do. That way you can, if you are that invested, and if you're so quick to believe the person that you're aligned with at the moment, maybe I will just go on ahead and unrelease all of the content that I had privated from that platform. That way you can see for yourself what I've done. So you can see the truth of what the fuck my platform was really trying to do with these girls. Robbie, perhaps you should share the vid where December airs them out about the allegation in the hotel room. Ooh, I forgot all about that. Is that on my platform? Is that in one of my videos, Denny? I can't remember. But my thing is, Jonathan, those people sit up there and say that they fuck with my platform. If you're saying that, but you're agreeing with the person you're aligned with, Darth Vader, bitch, if you want to join the dark side, at least we're calling ourselves tea gatherers, right? We're calling, all of those. That's what we're doing, right? We want to be blogs, right? We want to report what's going on in the gay news, right? We got to have facts. We got to have receipts. We got to have evidence before you draw your conclusion based off of a one-sided situation. So if we're going to do that, if we want to do fact checking, I'll release all of my shit. So if you really are that invested, you can go back and you can see for yourself. Okay? That's probably what we'll do. And thanks to be the glory, that'll probably increase my viewership. Bitch. It is what it is. But on a serious note, I will say this, though. Again, because I'm generous and because I'm transparent and I'm real as a motherfucker. I want y'all to continue with that panel. Amen. I see good things for that panel. Amen. With all new things, there comes critiques and tweaks and things that you got to do to make it form-fitting. But you guys could really go the fucking distance. Shout out to Mariah again. Okay. Shout out to Mariah. So y'all keep doing y'all thing, girl. Just leave me the fuck out of it, bitch. Period. Because I ain't got nothing to do with nothing no more. And stop telling lies. Stop trying to push these narratives. Stop, because it's not going to work, girl. It's not going to work. In the words of Nicki Minaj, we see right through you. Said we couldn't go the distance for life, for life, for life. Yes, honey. Proceed with caution. Don't be dishonest. I need you closer to love me harder. Proceed with caution. Come on, girl. And again, I want to reference this too before I end the conversation on them. Like, I really do feel like maybe there is some like miscommunication. You know, a lot of times the girls live in the world of themselves to where they can't really remember, hello God, all of the things. Since I was on the Caution album, Kat, I decided to just merge the two songs. You know how I am. Yes. The gavel is put up, child. Oh, you'll be seeing her a lot more when I start doing my crime series. Yes. Yes, girl. But to end it out on that with them, like, you know, again, wish you guys well. Believe it or not, I know some of y'all girls are going to clip this goddamn commentary and send bits and pieces over. The girls may not get true context, and that's fine. And I want people to know, too, all of that was for one person. So don't get y'all hoes, don't get in y'all feelings, because, girl, please, y'all are doing a great job by just nodding and waving like the girls from Madagascar, nodding and waving, and let him get this work, because there was no reason to bring me up at all. And maybe people are right. Maybe a lot of the downfall for a lot of us reviewers is the fact that we did develop relationships with cast and production. And maybe those lines kind of get blurred sometimes. I will definitely say that. Like I said, with this season of Chasing Dallas, I actually know a lot of the tea. And it's been difficult for me to give a perspective in my reviews because of the shit. So I don't regret knowing the tea, but I kind of regret it at the, you know what I mean? Like, it puts you in a weird space. So, I think these creators get entitled because they don't pay cast, crew, etc., and they think their ish don't stink. I mean, again, we're walking in the realm of, should this be what you're doing anyway? Because we're always talking about, you got to crawl before you walk, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe in trying many things out to find out what works for you. And anytime you have a platform that highlights the community in certain ways, I always want to lend a hand to support in some way. You know what I mean? Because, like, people, they are crawling before they walk. But it also depends on subject matter, depends on energy, depends on all of the things. What are you sending out? But it seems like for that particular situation, girl, like the topics of discussion are extremely messy. And if you're trying, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to build your following. You're trying to build the momentum. And I get it. I understand the game. But don't do it with evil in mind. Oh, and there's this narrative being drawn about me that I'm a hypocrite. YB is supposed to be for the community, but look what he does. He tears down the community. Bitch, I don't have to dignify that with any kind. The only response I'm going to dignify that with is, bitch, the proof is in the platform, bitch. The proof is in the fucking lives that are touched by this platform. Whether that's 2, whether that's 1 million, whether that's whatever, bitch. Someone's getting something out of it. Okay. Ooh, living the Vida broke. Chasing around that keeps growing and making money, but they still too broke to pay people. Well, girl, at the same time, know that you aren't being scammed. That's true. I say it's more on the side of production for sharing too much behind the scenes info. If you don't see Mona Scott out here doing all of that shit, you don't see Andy Cohen breaking the fourth walls. You don't see, these girls are a lot of times not even seen and not even heard. To this day, I still don't know what Carlos King looks like, but I know the works that he's done. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Let's just be honest. And there has to come a time when we want to talk about support, like a lot of these up and coming and a lot of these grassroots bitches, you're trying to seek out sponsorships in order to get revenue. You have to monetize your platforms. You have to do things like getting merch, holding events that are going to keep the income coming in, because eventually it will come to a point, we've talked about this many times before, where people are not going to be wanting to come on the platform, because eventually you're going to want to change, right? Hopefully that's the reason for the season, right? Eventually you're going to want to get more notable people, that can also bring a crowd, right? So eventually, to attract the right kind of cast down the road, you're going to want to make it enticing to want them to come on and be a part of your shit. Eventually, just giving them a commercial spot that they have to pay for themselves to be produced and all of that shit, edited and all that shit, and then putting it on there may not be enough anymore after a certain while. And when it comes specifically to chasing reality, I think you guys have been the spearheaders of a lot of ingenuity and, a lot of the shit that we look to and reference to when it comes. Because let's be honest here, when you look at chasing reality, that's the reference point. I don't give a fuck who started it first, because half of them bitches didn't finish. And if they did, it was lackluster as fuck. And they've lost their impact in the community. Let's be real here. No shade, but all tea. Hello, God. It's the truth. Let's be real. Look at Web Life, for instance. Where the fuck are y'all at? Not like anybody really gives a shit, to be honest with you, because it was trash to begin with anyway. Again, if it wasn't for Carl, girl, please. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. So, all these other shows, look at The Grind Dallas. What happened to them? Girl, please. The Come Up. Whatever, girl. Y'all can talk about whatever, but The Come Up is, girl. Look at all the other shows. Like, and again, the fact that people aren't getting nothing. Be happy we support y'all, because a lot of the times the girls ain't getting no views for y'all. We're doing it because we love you and we support the platform. We're trying to get y'all there. So again, y'all need to stop being so disrespectful to people too, who's just doing y'all favors, girl. Really. Look what Scotty said earlier. Look what Terrence said. Look what everybody else has said in the Justice League as well too. Like, when it comes down to it, we don't really get major views by supporting your platforms. Obviously, that's coming from a place of love, a place of wanting to see y'all flourish. But y'all don't want our opinions. Okay. The producers are getting paid. That's why paying the cast isn't a priority. Well, eventually, those girls will start seeing the forest through the trees. And eventually no one's going to want to be casted, because money is the root, girl. If you're not offering money, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? If you just got some free time on your hands and you just want to film, and you probably know the social group at the time, okay, tag along for the ride. But if your mission is to make something out of your life out of this, then you know what I'm saying? Like, talking about exposure is payment. What else you can get from exposure? The flu. Ooh, child. Okay. They fired the producer who was worth a damn for the Web Life, and it's been a hiatus since. Oh, they did? Oh, wow. Who was the producer? The social equity that comes with the exposure of this show is honestly worthless. Ooh, child. No shit, Pearl. Shout out to you. Yeah, I need to check. Okay. Last I checked, the Emancipation Proclamation is still in effect, child. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, Herman, I just got your DM. Who's this? See, someone just sent me something about this stuff. Like, I appreciate it, girl, but I'm no longer giving anything to these shows like that. I'll probably give it a watch, Give it a listen. And I hate that too because it's like it feels like the cast suffers from our absences. Because I really do this to uplift them and to give them shine and everything. But again, like I still be, trying to network with these people and, still bringing them on the platform and having different types of conversations. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the conversations to just be all about the show, because there's a lot of toxic drama that's come out this year alone. Girl, bye. It's a lot of work, girl. And I don't have time for this shit. What's up, Soulful Dog? How you doing? Okay. Yes. Arrogant Goddess, how are you? Honestly, the fact that it's Capricorns getting the platform together lets us know we always come from the heart until you come for our neck. UT and December. Okay. I would love for Chasing to land a deal with a network or streaming platform so that they can pay talent. The shows are good. Everyone should be paid for their work. I feel the same way. Even if you only had paid the A cast, you know what I'm saying? Like even if you did that, and it doesn't have to be some absurd amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're going to want them to promote the show, especially if they're high profile people. Like, you're going to want them to promote the show, so there needs to be some type of payment. What's up, Boogie L? How you doing? You're going to want to reap you should want some type of compensation for that shit. It's all about growth, and my growth has finally reached its peak, and it's time to move on. I respect all of these platforms. I really do. No matter the shade I threw at at Darth Vader and his raggedy ass, I want to see y'all succeed too. I want to see all of these girls succeed. I wish you all the best. I really do. I really do, and I want to, girl. I hope y'all hoes land deals. I hope these cast. I want to see these girls hitting the charts. These music artists hit the charts. Like I want to see all the movies or, whatever is your dream, whatever is your desire, girl. I want y'all to achieve great things in that realm. Whew, girl. Exactly. Pay them something. And if you're so broke, stop doing so many spinoffs. I'm just saying though, because I'm going to be real with you. Like, I don't know. I don't even really want to go there. I'm good, to be honest. I think some of us are outgrowing the web series because we have aged out of their desired demographic. Their young audience is alive and well in the comment section, so they'll be fine. That's very true. That's very, very true. Like I said, you got a lot of young reviewers. You got a lot of new people that have been coming up in these spaces who can definitely take the torch. You know what I mean? Respectfully. And as far as the audience as well, like your young queens are there. Your young girls are there who are going to carry. Again, you don't really need us at this point. You know what I mean? Like you don't need us. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing in my opinion. You're looking forward to Lauren's show. Oh, I watched it. It was cute or whatever. It was all right. I think a lot of us are seeing through. And that's the thing too. Like, I think the reason why people don't want us to give our true opinions about these shows is because you are trying to put up this facade. There's a lot of pretending. There's a lot of, masks that are being worn, you know what I'm saying, to cover up your nefarious natures. Maybe there's a leak in the building, girl, that you didn't want the girls to see. Maybe there's some tea that you didn't want the girls to get a hold of. Maybe there's some underlying issues there that you didn't want the girls to know you were depressed. You didn't want the girls to know you were homeless. You didn't want the girls to know there was struggle and strife in your life. Hello, God. You didn't want the girls to know those things about you. You didn't want to let the girls know your business was struggling. You didn't want to, but guess what, bitch? You want to know the truth? It's called reality. Hello. If the storyline of your life at the current moment of filming is you going through the muck and marrow clay and trying to find a rock for your feet to stay, girl, hello, God, then show that. It's when the fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence of it all takes place and people start pointing that out and start diving into who they think you are personally, that's when it's a problem. You only want us to talk about, see, even with the housewives, their mission is to show us opulence and wealth and to only talk about those things that those women have going on. People hated it, girl, when we was reading Portia and Phaedra down for filth and Kenya's bitchy attitude for filth, like Nini's fucked up ways, Kim Zolciak's old raggedy ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, people hated it when we were peeling back the layers of their life, their family, the way that they do shit. You know, they hate that shit. But girl, like, you are on the stage of life for people to critique, for people to see. You can't tell us what part of your shit to judge or to talk about. Just last year, the girls were thankful for reviewers. Okay, they don't have professionals working on these shows. They have their friends in their executive positions, and they are terrible leaders and decision makers. I agree with that. We saw how Q dogged out Imani, and she was paid to do assessments for chasing. I'm not going to say that he wasn't wrong for, defending himself against people who were trying to literally tear him down. Let's not forget Ty gave these platforms life and they didn't appreciate him properly either. Shout out to TYKANATURAL TV. And you know what's so weird that you mentioned that, Arrogant Goddess? Is I was actually looking at his channel last night at work. That's so weird you brought his name up because I was just reminiscing. Like, because I knew that this conversation was going to happen today, and I was just going down, like, to where it all started from. Like, this is where I met Hermit at. Shout out to you, boo. Like, that's like my sister in Christ, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I met Really BTV at. This is where I met Evie Reviews at. Like, these are, like, my people, girl. This is how I eventually became affiliated with Scotty and, El Teddy and Terrence and Cat's Meow. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I have met. So I don't regret shit. I don't hate anything about what I've done, because if it wasn't for those experiences, this is how I've been able to make good quality friendships within cast members and even production crews and stuff like that. Like, girl, I don't ever want to take nothing away from any of those experiences because it led me to where I am now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to lie too. Like, I do want to say this. There are a lot of platforms, especially Chasing, that do show me respect in a lot of ways. And I want to also highlight that. And I appreciate that. It's because of that people have confided in me. People have wanted to do interviews with me. People have also wanted to celebrate my brand and my business that I have going on. And I definitely appreciate that. So don't think that it's, no, it's all, I feel like there has been love and support on equal footing. You know what I mean? They paid Imani. I thought she was paying for her spot as an ad. No, girl, like, I'm sure they pay her. I'm sure they do. Because from what I heard nowadays, mama ain't doing shit unless a check is involved. So trust. She might do it for a discounted rate because of her relationship with Reese, but I'm quite sure she's getting a cute coin. Imani told not one lie about chasing LA and was dragged to the high heavens for it. Well, I mean, I'm on the fence about that too, because this is still a family. A franchise suggests that you're under the same umbrella, correct? Correct. What's up, TTB? How you doing? What's up, Joshua? How are you? Let's be honest here about that. Let's, it's a family. So the way that she came at a lot of situations was based off of her personal feelings that went on behind the scenes and before the show even aired. Let's be honest about that. And it really wasn't the same type of critique that she was giving other shows under the umbrella. So for optics' sake, if you sit here and you're part of the family and you are downing a platform that's part of the family, shame on you. I even said that about Reese as well, and anyone else who was a part of the brands coming out and trying to tear that boy down. So publicly, they should have kept their fucking mouth shut. Behind the scenes is where y'all needed to work on that. Because when you expose a leak in the building, it lets the people know that the foundation ain't as solid and as secure as they thought, which then lends the hand to people to have their fucking opinions. And then y'all turn around and get mad that those people have opinions. But bitch, if you would have never made your fucking issues public, we wouldn't be here right now having this discussion at all, right? Q has had many criticisms about other franchises, but couldn't take it. Well, I mean, don't we all though? I mean, when it's finally your project, let's be real here. Can you really take any negative? And I'm not defending or, what, I'm just being balanced as I can about a situation. Like, now you're open for critique. So now, of course, you're going to feel some type of way. And yeah, I also think he was wrong on a lot of the things that he did. Like, he wasn't accessible. He wasn't trying to do them. But I think overall, he did a great job for his first season. Let's be honest here about that. For a first season, I think it was the best out of any season premiere of any show. But see, that is a byproduct of the standard that Chasing Reality has, rocked for themselves. A lot of these other new season ones were trash. Visually, storyline, cast, a lot of this stuff was trash. Very mediocre, very underwhelming. But you can tell by Q's project that he is meant to walk in that life. These other girls, you can tell the girl, you just woke up out of, a dusty sleep, girl, and decided this is what you wanted to do. You know what I mean? If once we start, and Denny Elkins, I see your comment, but when we start to peel back and find detail, of course, we can have a lot of things to say about Q and the whole LA. But if you look at the project in its entirety, it was better than a lot of these season ones that other people were doing. Let's just be honest about that. Is it a learning process? Hell yeah. Chasing Dallas had to learn theirs. Chasing Atlanta had to learn theirs. G-Status definitely has to learn theirs. There was a lot of things in there that could have been addressed. I've talked about it in the past before. Who's that? Boogie L mentioned, with the transphobia situation. I dragged that to hell. Y'all saw my reviews. I was giving the fucking business girl. So trust and believe I gave my ultimate critiques too. But I think on the strength of those girls bashing him the way that they did, and y'all also are under the same umbrella of the family girl, that's just not cute. It's not cute at all. And it would make people not probably want to do business with you guys again. I'm ready for their season 2, though. When he became a producer, he stopped reviewing. Season 1 LA was good, clear. I can hear and see everyone, and it was quality entertainment. Yep. Q agreed. Q did very well for a first season. Yeah, he did. But Chasing LA was the third franchise. It was LA's first, but the format was familiar. Definitely. And they didn't have the same production hiccups as, again, like I said, Chasing Reality, Dallas, and Atlanta really set the stage for that standard. Because if, let's say LA was the first to be birthed out of the Chasing Reality brand, I would have expected that first season to be just like Dallas's first season, if that makes sense, production-wise. But since they've grown with their production situations, and now they have like a reference point of what they want and how they want things to be shot and how they want their visuals to come out, LA for its first season was definitely on point when it came down to that. But you know what? When I thought about the transphobia thing on a deeper level, I thought to myself, that's reality. You have a lot of disrespectful bitches in the LGBT community that we ask everyone else from every walk of life to respect us and to love us and to accept us and yah. But within our own community, we experience some of the most hate with each other. So when I thought about that on a deeper level, I was like, yeah, girl, I appreciate y'all for kind of expounding on that and showing that. But the only caveat that had me feel like side-eye about all that shit was we need a healthy balance. So are we going to really do all this transphobia shit, but we're not going to actually have open dialogue for healing and for understanding? That's what pissed me off. I enjoyed LA. It was a lot going on, but it gave us a few things. Yeah. We had high standards for LA. Yeah, because it's LA. Of course, we're going to have high standards. Apparently, G status is for the child. I'm over it. I no longer give a fuck about what a person says or what they post. Air your shit. Put it the fuck out, and then we'll have a conversation. How about that? We're not living in the world of not. We're not living in the world of the forgotten. We're not living in the world of the intangible anymore, bitch. If I can't touch it, hallelujah. If I can't grasp it, hallelujah. If I can't grab it, hallelujah. If it's not a real thing that has been brought to fruition, I no longer want to hear anything. All these fucking live updates and all of this bullshit. Shut the fuck up, bitch. How about that? Post that shit. Upload that shit. Then we'll go ahead and celebrate it. How about that? And that's no tea, no shade to KL or anybody in G status, or I'm really overall talking about a lot of these shows because they'll do these little promos and these trailers and they'll release some tea here to this and release some tea there. But bitch, where the hell y'all at? Months and months and months later, we still ain't got shit. So that's another reason why I have to bow out grace because bitch, it's the inconsistency for me. ATL season prior to LA had transphobia, and it seemed like a pattern in chasing, and I believe to attack a trans woman on camera is the kiss of death, and they will never recover. It's a learning experience, Shad. I think we have to leave ourselves open to growth in that way. Again, we want to talk about it being reality, right? The reality of it is, like I stated before, is like, girl, there's a lot of disrespectful bitches within our community that don't respect the trans girls. You know what I mean? So I think to highlight that is a must. It's needed, required, and desired. But like I said earlier, it's about a healthy balance. How do we learn from the situation? That's the only component I felt like was missing. You know what I mean? Like, how do we draw the line? How do we have a conversation? Being a therapist on, or, a mediator or a trans activist of some type to kind of, have the conversation. Dallas been around how long? And we still can't hear them, child. You ain't lying. I mean, they're much better now, than season 1. But I did feel like their season 2 didn't have as much production hiccups as season 3. And I'm going to be real on why I feel that way. Reese had a lot going on. And Dario had a lot going on. Mind you, they're doing Lauren. They're doing The Retreat. They're doing a lot of these other things. And Dario's editing for all these other platforms, right, underneath the umbrella. When you stretch yourself too thin, and again, you don't have a bitch under your tutelage to teach them the ways, because eventually, and Dario's going to have to teach someone the tricks of the trade so that he can also focus on other endeavors, right? So obviously, you're not there to catch every little, detail in your editing process because you've already been stretched so goddamn thin. So I really think that was the error on their part because they're so busy. And another reason why I would like to see Reese no longer as a cast member, focus on being executive producer, because I felt like this season, if you would have gave EP your all, you would have been able to catch a lot of these mistakes, because these mistakes are so elementary and you've already dealt with them in the past. It lets us know that you missed the mark on some things because you're too busy. You're juggling too many things. Yeah, that's reality. That's what goes on in the community. Racism, phobias, low blow, shady comments. Hello, murder happens in our community as well. We shouldn't kill anyone on camera, though. I mean, now you're going to now that's not an even playing field, though. We got to live in the realm of how to even it all out. You know what I mean? But I get where you're coming from, though. But I wonder, Shed, would you feel the same way if they would have balanced it out as I was talking about? Let's say they would have had a moment of balance. Would you still feel the same way? Love you, YB. What's up, B Coleman? Love you, YB. I've been watching you for a while now, and you're refreshing. Keep it up, love. Thank you so much, Boo. I really appreciate it. That's true. We need to talk about it and get these issues out there. Yep, G status is done. Fuck them. Ooh, girl. I'm not gonna say fuck them. I will say that I'll be here to watch season 3, but I want y'all to finish out season 2. We need closure, bitch. Let's be honest here. And y'all need to go ahead and air that reunion too, girl. Shit. Don't advertise any show until it's been completely filmed. Amen. Thank you. Waiting 2 years to finish a damn season. Okay. The anticipation and promotional packages for these shows be better than the actual show itself. I'm telling you. Did y'all see the rollout for the Lauren show? That goes to show you what we care about, if that makes sense. In life, it will show what you care about the most. Does that make sense? And I think Dario put a lot into that. And at the moment, that's what he probably cared about the most. Because her rollout, girl, you would have thought, girl, Paramount Pictures was hosting, girl. Hello. But these folks are trash and toxic on Chasing LA. I mean, I'm going to give some of them the benefit of the doubt. I think a lot of them were just new to this kind of realm. I'm not going to judge them based on a first season. No, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that completely. You know what I mean? I'm going to hold them responsible for their bullshit, but I don't want to completely put it all on them. I feel like as a creative myself, as someone who has produced before, as someone who has been in that realm, you have to steer your ship. And I feel like the cast was probably just going based off the energy they were fed, if that makes sense. When it comes down to the bigotry, Soulful Dog, again, like I say, that's part of reality. I mean, but again, keep it with the balance. Like when it came down to Delicious and G Status and her racist rhetoric, I felt like, okay, yes, it's horrible, but let's expound on it. Let's talk about it. Let's bring some understanding to it. But unfortunately, when you have a young bitch like Jaja Katai, there's no reference point for him because he hasn't done that deep search himself and he doesn't have the maturity level to be able to translate that kind of issue the right way. You know what I mean? They had a conversation and they learned from that moment, then it would be different. If they turned it into a learning lesson, then it would have been meaningful. Thank you. Hello, sir. Sir Midrick Moore. How are you? Welcome to the platform. I haven't seen you before. Is that Taking Over Houston show coming back? And is that a part of the Chasing Reality? No, not at all. Taking Over Houston was led by Malcolm and Delusional Closeted Queen. That show will be no more in existence. Sorry to be off topic, but I can't concentrate. You look fabulous. The weight loss is visible. Oh, thank you so much, MVN. I appreciate it. I'm working hard, child. I'm eating better. I'm cleansing now. Girl, I'm cleansing. Trust me and believe. My toilet has had it with me, girl. I'm quite sure my toilet is like, girl, bitch, you need to leave us. You need to give us a break, girl. Hello. You know? Oh, come on, Joshua. We don't want to see nobody get their ass whooped, honey, okay? Ooh. Whew, girl. I got to get off of here. I got to start getting ready for work, honey. But we'll have one more cigarette. Yes. But you know what? Say what we want about Malcolm. At least he continues to dust himself off and try again. His ambition and determination. Yeah, there probably needs to be more consistency and there probably needs to be more passion in one particular project. But I think he's just trying to find his footing. Even I'll even give credence to Darth Vader. Like, if the girls continue to be consistent and actually do this shit and stop with all the fuck shit, they can be a successful platform. All of these girls can. Even the girls who just woke up in the midnight hour and decided this is what they want to do. I talk about them all the time. Hello, God. If you really want to do this, it can manifest. It can happen for you. I hate when cast members assume that being in conflict and argumentative is entertaining. Yeah. Again, it's boring because you've taken the aesthetic of the mainstream reality shows that we all grew up and love, and you're putting that into your formula as well, which makes it boring because it's the same thing that we're always seeing. But yeah, y'all, this is me. This is my farewell, child, to all of that. Goodbye to you. Yes. Goodbye to you. Yes, honey. Like, that's just on that. I respect everybody. I love everybody. I want to see y'all do great things. And I just want to tell y'all this too. Like, stop inviting all of that raggedy bitch energy in your circles, girl. Like, especially when all you will receive back is raggedy bitch behavior. You get what you put out, if that makes sense. I can't wait for more of your car conversations, alien theories, and social and political commentary from you. It's all very enlightening and entertaining. Thank you. Thank you so much, MVN. I appreciate you. You've been a long time supporter, boo. I want to see Shirag get his ad for entertainment purposes, nothing malicious. Oh, child. Child, understandable. I've been on the fence myself. Please review the comment. No, I'm good. Let me tell you something. Not after what they tried to do to Sky. They don't get nothing from me. They get nothing from me. Y'all have to start employing different, methods to your madness. Again, like when you do things on the heels of, creating these nasty ass narratives against people, then y'all got to start respecting your cast more too. Like, these people are giving their life, honey. These people are giving so much of themselves. And to see how a lot of production and these creators do their cast members, like G Status, what Ja did to Brandon Carson was fucked up. Even if Brandon Carson went on a tirade about y'all bitches, the way that y'all edited him in his final scene was so disrespectful, and it showed that you're a childish motherfucker. People don't respect motherfuckers like that. And if you don't think that people are watching of note, they are. And when you get the backlash that you're getting, it's because you're dealing with people who don't deal with that kind of mess. People are going to want to cast with you because of how you have treated your cast members. What's up, Lex? How you doing? What happened? I literally just got off work. Oh, child. I'm about to get out of here, though. But, try to catch that replay, honey. You know what I mean? I'm here just saying goodbye. I'm no longer going to be reviewing web series like that. We will still have conversations. I will still support their platforms by watching. But as far as like investing my time into all of that other crazy shit that comes afterwards, hell no. I'm good. Yes. It's hard for me to watch Reese on camera. He's the common denominator, and it's annoying to watch how he can't see he's the problem. I mean, I've been yelling that from the rooftop for the longest. And yes, child, yes, these producers sabotage these cast members only when they quit in the middle of the production or don't show up to. Yeah, you got to stop being so personable about the shit. Like, stop taking it that way. This is fucking business, bitch. You know what I mean? Yes. Shout out to MVN again, honey. Yes, and yes, your TYKA Naturals is everything. I love the soaps and lip balms. Wishing you continued success and growth with that endeavor. Thank you so much, Boo, and I appreciate your continued support and your repeated business. Amen. Yes, honey. TYKA Naturals is that girl. Y'all better get into it. There's a lot of bitches out here that suffer, girl. That suffer from, they need a new skin regimen. They need some natural things in their life. TYKA Naturals is here to help. Amen. They often quit due to non-payment and mistreatment. Mm-hmm. Did I miss what I came? Yeah, I mentioned that. Ooh, girl, like maybe 30 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. I just touched on it briefly. Yes. Yeah, y'all get y'all TYKA Naturals, girl, because like I said, I'm gonna just be doing a sell-off. You know what I mean? Yes. Honey, the cards never lie. Amen. They never lie. Hello. Hmm. They never lie. Hmm. But even for men, I want to tell people too, like y'all can get y'all niggas some TYKA Natural. I know some of y'all niggas probably work in construction. You tired of those hard hands touching that soft ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your nigga some sugar scrubs, girl, so he can get those calluses off of those hands. You can be a yard worker, girl, and still have beautiful hands. A friend of mine, one of my homeboys, uses my products, and he's a construction worker. And his wife is so happy that her husband no longer has these hard ass fucking hands, girl. You know what I mean? Yes. Let me cut this alarm off because that's Lady Gaga, and bitch, you're not gonna get my video fucked up. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the tarot cards, I want to get more educated. I want to do more investment in that realm and learn more about it. But I will definitely be doing more when it comes to tarot cards and things in that world. So, because I feel like I'm being called in some way. It sounds weird, for those that understand what it means to be called to do something. Like, I really do feel like that's going to be an amazing segment on my platform, especially as I grow in it. It's going to be amazing. So please stay tuned for all the great things that are coming. Amen. And as Kat so lovely put, make sure you guys are following my business page if you're interested in my natural skincare products. Follow me at TYKA Naturals on Instagram, and you can email your orders, or if you have an inquiry about products, email me at TYKANaturals@gmail.com, honey, okay? If you have inquiries about anything else pertaining to this platform, please follow me on Instagram at ybent.tv. And you can also send your emails to Yass, YASSSBTV01 at gmail.com. Okay. But I'm very active on Instagram. So, again, everyone that knows that, I'm quick to reply. Yes, honey. This Saturday's tarot will be interesting, so make sure you guys are staying tuned to that. I'm probably going to adjust the time on that because I just found out today that I'm going to be working this weekend. So I'm probably going to I'm going to change the time on that. It may not be 8:30. I may start it at like 7 or something. Mm-hmm. Whatever, Joshua. You better get into it. You better get into it. The cards are not of the devil, honey. Yes. The cards have been helping the kids. We've been healing, honey, over here with the cards. Amen. Yes. But I love you all, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the platform. Thank you all who are supporting my decision to, just move on and do other things that are going to bring me peace, happiness, joy. Again, please stay tuned for all of the commentary. I will be back doing my car conversation soon. I will be doing more health is wealth. I'm going to also be posting more videos of this, health is wealth journey. We're going to be getting into smoothies and detox cleanses, and I'm going to be sharing all of that with you all. I have a lot of things in store. Like I stated earlier in the video, a lot more great things, more creative ideas, and a different perspective on real issues going on in the world and within the communities, girl. Like, just stay tuned, girl. Okay. Again, continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And hit that notification bell, y'all. That way you'll be updated every time I'm uploading something new. And I also want to shout out the Justice League. All everyone, love on them. I want to shout out the other reviewers of these platforms as well. Love on them. It is not easy doing what we do. Trust, it's not easy. It really isn't. So for the kids out there that are, reviewing and that are giving life to other platforms, I love y'all too. And I appreciate y'all's love and support. And I really hope that y'all continue to support these platforms and review their shows because they do deserve it. They do. It's just personal growth. I'm getting older. My experiences are changing. My life is changing. What I find interesting is changing. And that's just a part of life. It's no tea, it's no shade. It's just #growth, bitch. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Bye, y'all. Be blessed and never stressed. And remember that health is wealth, bitch. Okay? And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and showing your love and support. And, yeah. Bye, y'all. Take care. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Doo 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 doo. Oh, I can't hit that note. I tried, girl. Bye.